Let me just off this my glasses. See, they will tell you things like, oh, dress the parts, go to the places, which they're quite right. But the first thing I'm going to tell you, ladies, is
New day, new drama in South Africa. According to new reports, actress Koketso Machaka regrets bitterly after the terrible thing she did with producer to be part of Skeem Saam cast. Please like this video as you watch. South Africa's television landscape is rich with stories that reflect the diverse experiences of its people, and few shows have resonated with viewers as powerfully as Skeem Saam. Since its inception, the series has become a staple in households, capturing the struggles and triumphs of youth growing up amidst societal pressures. Among the many actors who rose to prominence through the show, Koketso Machaka's story is particularly striking, not just because of her talent, but due to the lessons embedded in her rise to fame and the personal cost that came with it. From her early years, Koketso Machaka was captivated by the allure of storytelling. Raised in a humble environment, she often imagined herself under bright stage lights, moving audiences with her performances. Her love for acting wasn't a fleeting childhood fancy. It was a burning passion that she nurtured through school plays, community theater, and acting workshops. Determined to turn her dreams into reality, she devoted herself fully to the craft, facing countless auditions and minor gigs with persistence. Her breakthrough opportunity came when she heard about casting calls for Skeem Saam, a show renowned for launching the careers of young, talented actors. The chance to audition for such a high-profile series felt like the culmination of her years of hard work. To Koketso, it was not just another role. It represented validation, visibility, and the beginning of a life she had long envisioned. As the audition day drew near, Koketso began to experience the immense pressures that often accompany the pursuit of fame. The entertainment industry, she quickly learned, is as competitive as it is glamorous. With so many hopefuls fighting for a limited number of roles, the environment became increasingly cutthroat. It was during this challenging period that Koketso was approached by a figure of influence in the industry, a respected producer known for his ability to fast-track careers. He made her an offer that was as tempting as it was unsettling. Guaranteed access to a role on Skeem Saam, but only if she agreed to an unspoken arrangement that went beyond professionalism. Initially, Koketso was torn. Her instincts and values warned her against it, but the fear of missing a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity weighed heavily on her mind. Feeling cornered by circumstance and seduced by the promise of fame, she reluctantly compromised her principles. That decision would later become a pivotal turning point in her life and career. True to the producer's word, Koketso was cast in Skeem Saam. Outwardly, it seemed like a dream realized, but behind the scenes, she was living a very different reality. The exchange she had made for her role came with emotional and psychological burdens that grew heavier with time. Instead of the fulfilling experience she had hoped for, Koketso found herself mired in a toxic dynamic. The producer's influence lingered, and his expectations did not stop at the audition. Koketso felt used, trapped in a situation that eroded her self-worth. Even as her character gained popularity, she battled with internal turmoil, feeling like a fraud in a space she had worked so hard to enter. Her relationships with co-stars were strained by the weight of her secret, and the guilt she carried began to eclipse the joy she once found in performing. Acting, which had always been her passion, started to feel like punishment. The entertainment industry is a space where secrets rarely stay hidden. Rumors began circulating about Koketso's rapid ascent, and murmurs of inappropriate dealings soon reached journalists' ears. When the story finally broke, it caused a media storm. The revelation that she had secured her role through unethical means shocked fans and peers alike. The fallout was swift and severe. Support she once enjoyed vanished, replaced by criticism and disappointment. Social media turned against her, and casting directors distanced themselves from the controversy. Koketso's career, once full of promise, was suddenly in jeopardy. Worse still, her credibility as an actress was called into question. Faced with a tarnished reputation and the collapse of her career, Koketso was forced to confront the consequences of her actions. Instead of disappearing from public view, she chose to take responsibility. She stepped away from acting for a while to reflect and heal, seeking therapy to process her trauma and rebuild her self-esteem. What emerged from that period of introspection was a stronger, more self-aware version of herself. Koketso decided that her experience, painful as it was, could serve a greater purpose. She began to speak openly about the pressures faced by aspiring performers, especially women, and the unethical practices that often remain hidden behind the camera. Through public forums, mentorship programs, and media appearances, she shared her story with honesty, hoping to deter others from falling into the same trap. Koketso emphasized the importance of self-respect, resilience, and ethical boundaries in a notoriously difficult industry. Although the road back to credibility was not easy, Koketso slowly began to reclaim her place in the acting world. This time, she chose roles that resonated with her values, worked with transparent collaborators, and prioritized authenticity over fame. She became involved in organizations that support young artists, helping them navigate their careers without compromising their integrity. Today, Koketso Machaka is not just an actress. She is a cautionary voice and a symbol of accountability. Her story stands as a stark reminder that the glitz of the entertainment world can sometimes obscure the darker realities beneath. Yet, it also highlights the power of redemption and the human capacity to grow from adversity. Koketso's experience is more than just a personal journey. It is a reflection of a broader issue in the entertainment industry, where ambition often clashes with moral dilemmas. Her rise, fall, and recovery underline a critical truth. Success achieved at the cost of one's integrity can never truly be fulfilling. While she may forever carry the scars of her past decisions, Koketso Machaka continues to evolve, not only as a performer, but as a mentor and advocate for change. Her resilience offers hope to many others who face similar challenges and reinforces the idea that one's greatest mistakes can become the foundation for a more meaningful future. Thank you for watching this video. See you on our next video with more amazing contents.